Greetings, pro wrestling fans, and thank you for joining us at the Pro Wrestling LookBack Podcast for episode 2 of the Roundtable. I myself, Nick, I'm sitting here with
Kanye West for today. Shout out to Kanye. I'm looking forward to that album, and I just want to pop the boys. DONOVAN.
Your boy Young Dog, and that album's coming out, I think, this weekend, and the following week is going to be with our boy, Kid of the Cuddy. So, I'm really excited. Really excited.
Oh my god.
Nick, are you okay over there?
Kanye West.
Did that pop you? I popped the boy. Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad. You can't do that.
No, that was excellent. Why was that bad?
Because she's like a role model to everyone.
Who, Kim?
Yeah.
Fuck.
What? I said Kanye.
Yeah, he's talking
Like, I'm a flip on Kanye. I'm a parody of Kanye.
It's him and his
It's me.
fucking name.
It's me in the big bear suit.
Changing of his name every episode.
I'm wearing the bear suit.
This is fucked.
Well, I didn't change my name. If you were listening, I spelt it for you, Nicholas.
Oh, all right. Well, thanks everybody for checking out the Pro Wrestling LookBack Podcast. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter and Instagram at PWLookBack, Gmail at PWLookBack, all that kind of stuff. The website is prowrestlinglookback.wordpress.com. We're happy you guys checked out the show, and we're just going to kind of have another random pro wrestling topic discussion today here on the Roundtable. This episode was recorded on May 31st, 2018. Any major points you guys want to jump into? I don't know, kind of off the bat. Any standout moments of the week for pro wrestling?
Excuse me, sorry. Right away. We haven't talked about it at all, but 205 Live. 205 Live has been unbelievable. You know, I've been a show since day one.
You've been a fan.
I love the show, sorry, since day one. Yeah, sorry, that didn't make any sense. What's it called? The other day, on Tuesday, May 29th, it was a match between Cedric Alexander and Buddy Murphy for the championship. This was supposed to be happening, I think, for a while now. It's kind of surprising how they're doing it now. I thought for sure they were going to wait until at least Chicago for Money in the Bank, but because I thought they were going to do a little rival for a little while.
Yep.
But those two were absolutely amazing. I don't know if you guys watched the match or not, or if anyone else did watch the match. I just hearing this, but that was probably one of the best matches in 205 that I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, by far. By far. A lot of people don't take in 205 Live. I even see the arena a lot, even after when SmackDown's done. You see a lot of fans dipping, and I think it's bullshit, because a lot of these guys actually know what they're doing.
Good matches happening there.
For sure. And I think everyone only comes for big names, and they're not there for the actual wrestling experience. And those guys actually know how to throw down, so it's really, really sad to see that a lot of people do end up leaving for that shit. But
yeah, you're probably not wrong, honestly, about the people leaving and all that kind of stuff. I didn't get a chance to watch 205 this week. I myself, Nick, my famous saying, we all went and saw Solo. Shout out to Solo, a Star Wars story. So we kind of missed that.
It was alright.
It was pretty good. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. We don't want to get spoilery on the Pro Wrestling LookBack Roundtable, episode 2. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to see 205 Live. I know you mentioned to me that night, Zach, when we got home, that this show was pretty good, and I should check out the main event if I don't check anything else out. I hadn't got around to doing it. I know, like you said, it was an awesome match, and I probably will go back and take a look. If I don't, I don't know, I might feel bad, but I probably should. I know Donovan is kind of in the same boat as me, is not really watching a lot of 205 Live. But any thoughts on the match, like not knowing the outcome or anything like that, Donovan?
Well, I am aware of the outcome. I haven't seen the match, but I do know what happened.
Okay.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, thanks to my good buddy here, Younger. All the young dog, young millionaire. I don't know.
So many fucking nicknames.
Hey, guys. Just be happy you have a nickname, all right?
Yeah, sorry.
My nickname is Nick, so
We'll call you Nikki Bella. We'll call him Nikki Bella for now on.
We could.
Oh, fuck. I opened up a can of worms there. Fuck me.
We'll get one. But yeah, 205 Live. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm needing, like, I get why people don't watch it. Like you said, like they want to see big names and stuff, right? What do you think about that? Like, do you just like the wrestlers as they are? Like, would you like to see?
I've already said this since day one. That's why, like, I'm an indie fan too. Like, the indie guys don't even really like. They do tell storylines, but they don't tell storylines. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just like wrestling. I want to see you get in the fucking ring and let me see what you can do. You know what I mean? But there's a reason why I watch Raw and SmackDown too, obviously, because there's things called promos and like we like shit that's backstage and all that other stuff, which is great to add to the show. It's not just wrestling 24/7, which is nice. It's almost like a little soap opera or something.
Yeah,
but
of course, that's the way I look at it. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure, of course. But I think it's fantastic. I just think in my eyes, I think everyone should pay attention to more of who's in the ring and what these guys have done. Like, when they went to UK last week and I saw Flash Morgan Webster come on, I thought I was going to fucking piss my fucking pants. Like,
yeah, we watched that show together, the three of us, actually.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was unbelievable.
You had told us, it was so funny, you had told us about
like
Flash
half an hour
Morgan,
before, wasn't it? Yeah, on PWG, by the way.
Yeah, we were watching, you said, yeah, this is the guy, I hope he comes to WWE eventually, and then we watched 205, and there he was. So that was kind of cool. But any other matches from that night, from 205, to point out for kind of points from the week?
I'm trying to think here. Oh, they had. I'm pretty sure oh no, I'm pretty sure that was last week, or I forget, but it was the Hideo Itami versus Tozawa.
Okay,
and they've been kind of going back at it, yeah, because Hideo turned heel, and he's saying how like Tozawa, he doesn't need Tozawa and all this other stuff. But that match was really, really good too.
Was that a rematch?
They were a group for a little while, so I think that's what he means when, like, I think Hideo kind of turned.
Well, I remember them having a match. Like, I think it was last week I had watched it on.
That's the one then. Sorry, I thought that was on the card.
Okay, yeah, so he was getting it mixed up with last week's match. I don't watch every week.
That was not bad.
Drew Gulak fought Graham Metalik this week too to open the show as well.
Okay.
One of the guys from the Lucha Party.
Yeah, he's Graham Metalik was the one that was in the finals with TJP and CWC, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
awesome.
they got a little group there in 205, the kind of the Luchador.
No, the Lucha House Party.
Lucha House Party.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. I know.
I'm a fan of the group. I don't know about the name.
Spinner things they go around with.
Because where they're from.
Yeah,
you know
that's
I mean? And I think it's fantastic. I think it's great. It's good for the kids. The kids love it and shit too. So you know what I mean. It's good.
Yeah, no, it definitely, like Younger said, it's for.
I don't know, guys. Give me Enzo. Give me Neville. Give me some type of star on this show. That's where I'm at.
It's not Real One. Have you heard Phoenix yet by Real One?
I think
it's probably the best music video I've ever seen in my entire life.
Let's segue into Enzo then, right?
Quickly before we get into Phoenix, Rise from the Phoenix. I think that the stars of 205 Live are in NXT right now.
We've talked about this off record.
Yeah, we have talked about this.
I think Adam Cole, if done right, is a person that can make people watch 205 Live. I don't necessarily want to see Adam Cole on 205 Live, but if you're looking for stars and you want them in the 205-pound range, that's the first one that comes to my mind. And Ricochet, maybe, again, I don't want to see him on that show, but that's definitely kind of the
kind of guys you see.
Yeah, definitely. But if you guys want to dive into the Enzo stuff, I'm totally game for that.
His name's not Enzo, it's Real One, actually.
It's Real One now.
Oh, yeah.
But who gives a fuck? I'm just joking. Who gives a flying fuck?
Well,
it's ridiculous what he did.
I've been very up and down on Enzo. Like, I was a fan of Enzo when he was in NXT with Cass, and they got called up. I remember, like, I'm not a Facebook fucking person, and I posted on Facebook when they got called up to Raw. I was hyped. I was fired up.
Oh, yeah. I was, too. That was one of my favorite tag teams when they were back in NXT.
And then they feuded after a while. They never, ever won gold together, which sucked. And then Enzo did his... No, they never won the tag teams on NXT either. It was kind of shit. But, so Enzo did his own thing, like you said. Donovan, he ruled 205 after Neville was gone, and he made the ratings go up and everything. And
yeah.
Good for him, but I don't know. I wasn't as big of a fan after the tag team stuff was over. I didn't know what to think of everything that went down with the woman from Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know. I guess good for him for continuing to push and stay in the entertainment industry and put on a music video. What are your guys' thoughts on the music video?
I already said my thoughts on the music video. It's fucking horrible. It was the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Well, you don't need to exaggerate. It's obviously not the worst thing you've ever seen in your entire life. But
very true. But it's up
but
there.
It's
top 10.
It's top 10.
And
what was the specifics? Was it the beginnings of the
It was the whole
chirping the
damn
Markskis and shit, or what?
The whole damn thing.
Did you watch it again after we all had seen it together?
I watched it with my brother.
Okay.
And I watched it with Mitch, my brother Mitch. Shout out to Mitch Young. How you doing, buddy? If I can figure it out.
Shout out Mitch.
Figure it out, bud.
Bailey fan, right? Bailey and Sasha?
No, that's Kale.
Oh, Mitch doesn't watch then, does he?
Mitch watches, but not really. Mitch is like,
well,
give me Game of Thrones on the podcast, and I'll talk for hours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You might need to find another podcast, Mitch.
Yeah, because not today, Junior. Motherfucker. Anyways, moving on. But I watched it with my brother, and it was definitely probably the worst thing I've ever seen. Like I said, like it's definitely top 10. I couldn't name
as far as like rap music videos go, or just in general of things you've seen.
Well, it's not just that. Like I don't even. First of all, he wasn't like the raps. Like it didn't even make any sense, half of them. First of all, he's made the song's called
My
Phoenix.
consensual penis.
Yeah, but the thing was about the whole rape allegation, and then he starts talking about Marks in the beginning. What does Marks have to do with the song?
Marks.
I thought Phoenix was all
yeah,
based on
I'll
what
let
was
Donovan
going
go
on.
in, but I think what he's referring to is the people that have been chirping him over the last 4 months and internet.
Oh, is that what he was doing? Okay.
People, honestly,
I'm sorry.
to be frank, like,
I'm sorry.
not that we were, but like people like us, like people with shows like this, and people that generally, like, I mean, we've stressed it a million times on this show, it's an opinion-based podcast, but people giving their opinions on what they thought of the situation with him and the woman, him getting fired, and all of that shit. I think that's the majority of where his frustrations in the song and / music video was aimed at. No, it's, dude, you can have an opinion too, like I just said. If you think the song's shit, I don't care what the real one says. That's your opinion. You know what I mean?
Explaining to me what the marks were in the beginning.
But that's who he's talking to is the people like that.
People are tripping online, all the trolls and all that.
Exactly,
shit.
Exactly.
Of course.
But I'll let Donovan speak on the real.
Oh no, you pretty much you covered what I was going to say mostly about like the whole Marks thing. I know he was.
But what about your thoughts on the video
and
him
itself?
Releasing the song and everything?
It was interesting. I was very surprised. You know, this kind of came left field. I feel like.
Totally.
I know he had said something about he had an announcement, and I guess this might have been it.
Yeah, oh, totally.
Yeah,
I think
I'd
this was
heard
that. Like,
about
well,
that.
he had put the announcement out that the rape allegations and everything got cleared.
He had something coming, which we didn't know what.
Exactly.
As far as like I'm a fan of hip hop and whatnot, but yeah, it's definitely not the best. His delivery it was his delivery. I didn't really like his delivery.
That's
you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Like he was almost kind of.
I agree with that. Totally agree with that.
Offbeat.
I shouldn't say he's a horrible person. Like, I'm not saying that, but like he just needs to not do that stuff ever again in my eyes. But looks like that's his new career for now. Unless he gets signed by TNA / Global Force / fucking whatever the fuck you want to call them these days, Impact Wrestling. But shout out to them, by the way. Good wrestling on that show, eh? I know a lot of people diss that show, but I love that show. I fucking love that show.
Do you like it or do you not? Or do you just mad about the name?
Yeah, because I couldn't figure out what the name is. The name is like 6 different fucking titles. But shout out to that show, though, because it is awesome. But anyways, moving on, though. I guess I'll just move it on.
Yeah.
205's been interesting. Have you guys been picking up with? Obviously, actually, I shouldn't be saying that, but we've been watching a lot of NXT lately. How do you guys feel about the whole Aleister Black situation being champion? How do you feel about Velveteen Dream and Ricochet? How do you feel about Ricochet being here? Lots to say. How do you guys feel about the last couple of months on NXT?
Donovan's giving me the look like he wants to talk.
Oh, no.
No, I'm one of you. It doesn't matter because I could talk all day about this too.
I don't know. I'll start with the main event picture, I guess. Aleister being champion, I think, is awesome. I think he's done, I don't know, everything you need to do in NXT to be the NXT champion.
I agree. Totally agree.
I don't know exactly where they're going with Lars, is it?
Lars Sullivan.
Lars.
Yeah.
Who I've said in the past, I love his entrance. I love the way that they do his entrance with the silhouette and everything. It's awesome. The handicap match that he had with Velveteen
and Ricochet?
Excuse me, folks. The handicap match that he had with Velveteen and Ricochet, I didn't like that to begin with. I didn't like the fact that they played off that match that Velveteen and Ricochet had to work together to beat him. To me, like, those two shouldn't have to, like, that should be an even match one-on-one.
But we all knew what was going to happen, though.
But I didn't, honestly.
I
didn't.
Well, Velveteen was going to attack Ricochet.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. I still thought Ricochet or Velveteen as far as last night. I said to him, like I said, we're recording May 31st. We watched NXT last night on the 30th, aired on the 30th.
Yeah.
Where Lars and Aleister were in the ring talking to each other, and I said to Donovan, is Ricochet coming out? Is Velveteen coming out? Is this going to be...
Not right now, probably.
You know what I mean? But
I agree
then
what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but the handicap match in general, I seen it coming when he was going to attack him.
Yeah.
Everyone's seen it coming.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So that, I guess, that happening kind of solidifies Velveteen and Ricochet having a match at the coming TakeOver Chicago.
Yes. I think that was confirmed as well on this
NXT last night.
Yeah, it is confirmed.
As well as Aleister Black and Lars.
That's going to be a good match. I'm really excited about that match.
Yeah.
I'm actually really...
Which one?
Lars is good.
Okay.
Lars is good. Well, the Ricochet, and that's going to steal it, I think, in my eye. I think we talked about that yesterday. That's going to steal it.
Yeah, me and you talked about that kind of off air, talking to each other yesterday.
Who did? Me and you? Or
well,
me and, all three of us, right?
all discussed it at
separately,
some
I
point,
think
yeah.
I talked about it with Donovan, and then separately with you as well. Like, I know the Gargano and Ciampa is kind of a match that people are looking in to, keep their eyes peeled for, and a match that they want to see as good as the last one or the previous one before that. But I think Velveteen and Ricochet are probably going to steal the show. It's almost, I don't know.
But you never know.
Of course. I mean, of course, you never know. But I just personally, I think as far as a wrestling match, like you were saying before, Younger.
Yes.
You want to see the two guys go from bell to bell. Like, I don't think you're going to get a better match than Velveteen and Ricochet.
For sure. And that's why I think we said that.
I'm basing that off of Ricochet's prior work in, every fucking company there is. And Velveteen with Alistair and everything Velveteen's done. Shout out to him. What is he, fucking 23? That's insane. Insane.
Yeah. Patrick something, right?
Patrick Clark.
Yeah, Patrick Clark.
It's crazy that he's
awesome.
23 years old. I can't believe that.
And we watched him. Remember him on Tough Enough? We watched him come up too and everything.
But yeah, and you guys have anything you want to bring up about NXT women's division? Maybe Shayna Baszler and
I was about to say that next actually. The Shayna Baszler situation. We all knew that she was going to beat the shit out of Dakota Kai, and now we see Nikki Cross come into the ring now, and it looks like she's going to be facing Shayna probably at NXT TakeOver.
You think that's what they're going to do after last night?
Yeah, for sure. There's going to be a build-up.
I think we might get some kind of triple threat, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if Dakota Kai's time's over.
That was, I could see it. They did it for a month. They did it for like a month and a little bit.
I agree.
In NXT, they do it quick too. Have you noticed their storylines? They try to do it quick
and I
sometimes.
like it. That's
sometimes
proper.
But the only one, actually, I shouldn't say that because the only one they're fucking still going on it, and we all know it is the fucking Gargano and Ciampa situation.
Well, yeah, and that thing has been dragged out a little bit longer than people remember because of the injury too, right?
For sure, but it's good though. But they're good though. I don't even care. Those two, I could see them keep going. I don't even care.
Yeah.
Bring them up to Raw or SmackDown and fucking do it there too, or even 205. But they won't be at 205.
But with Nikki Cross last night, her giving the belt to Dakota Kai and her kind of raising up. That's the only reason I say that.
Oh, because the whole...
You know what I mean? If Nikki Cross was a little meaner to Dakota last night and beat both of them down, I would be more inclined to say, like, that's what's happening.
I don't know what's going to...
I've
been loving this show. I've been talking the whole time.
No,
I'm so sorry.
It's a nice... it's a nice change of pace. Excited. For the young dog, sometimes we gotta squeeze the words out of him.
Yeah,
but
sometimes
not tonight.
It's just hard to pick up some shit sometimes.
No, it's
talking
good.
About this shit,
I think this more free ball conversation, less structured roundtable discussions, are maybe more suited for you as well.
Exactly, old pay-per-views like that too, right? It's kind of hard for me to remember shit. So
for sure, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else to talk about NXT wise. I think
there is actually the War Raiders. Yeah, I was gonna say the War Raiders, the tag team division.
Again,
I was gonna ask about that.
Who's got the belts? They do, don't they?
Undisputed Era.
Oh my fuck! What the fuck is wrong with me? Sorry, I thought the fucking War Raiders did. But
not a big tag team guy. As I've stated in other shows, we talked about tag teams and stuff before, and it's not my favorite thing. So I don't know. You guys sell me on the NXT tag team division.
I was just curious on where it's kind of going because I didn't see the Undisputed Era on this last episode of NXT, and I know they kind of got a little feud going with Pete Dunne and Oney Larkin and those guys too.
Well, because of that match coming up the UK.
So I'm curious for like NXT Chicago, what's going to happen with the Undisputed Era? You know what I mean? Are we going to get Adam Cole, Pete Dunne, or are we getting a tag match, some type of 6-man? Like I don't really know where they're going. Maybe you can.
They're probably going to. I don't know. They're probably going to get all the tag teams together, and whoever's going to win like out of the little tournament is going to be the number one contenders. Because I don't think there's a number one contender right now. Yeah. I think the only one that they're doing is just doing that. What's it called? The British Strong Style with Tyler Bate, the other guy, I don't know what his name is, and Pete Dunne versus Undisputed Era. All three of them, except for Bobby Fish.
Yeah, what is that guy's name?
I don't know what it is, but
he was in a tag team with Tyler Bate before the whole, all of the UK.
Mustache Mountain, or whatever they were called?
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember
I can
Buddy's name. Anyway, yeah, you guys keep going, sorry.
If Mike was here, he would definitely know. I forgot. That's embarrassing. I should know this because I like my UK wrestlers.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck, I should know this shit. But, yeah, I don't know. I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think they really talked about it yesterday. I think they were just talking about how War Raiders should be up there for the number one contenders.
Trent 7.
Trent 7, that's what it is. Thank you. Sorry, yeah, that was something like that. Yeah.
Sorry, back to the War Raiders, but that was bugging me.
That's just how I look at it. I just think they're going to do some sort of tag teams. They're going to come together, and there's going to be like a number one contendership to face them.
And then what about Adam Cole's title? You think we're going to see him?
We haven't even seen him defend that yet, haven't we? Only once, actually. Only once. Wasn't it?
No, he hasn't defended it yet because he's the only time there's been a pay-per-view since he's had it was the one he won it.
In New Orleans.
Yeah. That's when he won it, right?
That's right.
And there hasn't been a pay-per-view or a takeover, since then.
It's not just that, though. He hasn't done it on the show. Unless
that's what I was going to say. It's not even like there's anybody calling for that belt. Like, coming out on NXT and doing promos and saying, I want Adam Cole, I want the North American Championship.
We'll probably be seeing that soon.
I would hope.
I don't know who, but we'll be seeing it soon. I'm glad there's another belt, eh? Are you guys glad there's another belt?
Oh, totally, completely. But I'm just trying to think of like mid-card talent.
Top 1%, perhaps.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
What the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah, no, that's definitely. I see him even higher than that.
Yeah, he could get NXT Gold. No
Plus,
problem.
I don't know if they want to do Adam Cole and EC3. No, like I said, I like Adam Cole.
You'd really be able to see the size.
But visually, I don't know how much that match helps Adam Cole.
Yeah, I hear you. I think Adam Cole and Pete Dunne would be cool. Like, I know they're kind of feuding, so maybe that's where they're going with it. They're very similar. And
I guess they could, not that they would put both belts on the line, but they could have a match, champion versus champion.
Totally, yeah.
UK versus United or North American.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely a good idea. Did you guys have any other NXT stuff? I know, like I said a million times, this show's very free ball.
I'm pretty good right now. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I wanted to clear up there with you guys, so that's awesome, because those have been my two favorites so far. It's been 205 Live and in NXT. It's been really good.
Cool, yeah. Well, we can probably end part 1 there. Thanks for sticking around and joining us, Younger.
Yeah.
Check us all out on Twitter.
I was about to say I'm taking off, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to say. I'm sure it'll just be me and Don here for part 2, but check us out on Twitter. Again, as always, guys, at PW Lookback, Instagram and Twitter, Pro Wrestling Lookback, gmail.com. I'm on Twitter at Salsa. Donovan's on Twitter at
New School Money.
And mine is at ZJVY93. You really got to switch that. I'm serious.
Why?
Every episode.
It's branding.
It's fucking pissing me off.
What's the brand?
I'm going on
New
there
School,
switching it.
New School Money.
Yeah.
Is my brand.
We're switching it.
Oh, I think we should give him like Donovan PWLB. Like the WWE superstars. I'll just get Carmella WWE.
No.
We should just give him Donovan PWLB.
Yeah, we should actually.
The people love it.
Hey there, Don Strowman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. I couldn't stop laughing at that.
It's Kanye West today, buddy.
But anyways,
yeah.
Young Dog out.
Either way, thanks for checking out part 1, and we'll be back in a minute, guys. All right, welcome back to part 2 of episode 2 of the Roundtable. This time is just going to be myself, Nick, and
good old Kanye West.
Kanye West. So yeah, it's just going to be us two for part 2 of like I said, the Roundtable episode 2, and we're going to kind of dive into a little bit of the Money in the Bank situation from Raw and SmackDown leading in January 17th, right?
Yeah, it still seems
so
far away.
I think it's on Father's Day.
Really?
Yeah.
They do that. They like to do that, eh?
I don't know why.
That is not the first time we've had a
pay-per-view.
pay-per-view.
Be able to watch it live. We'll see. I don't know. I don't think so.
No?
Not if
it's on Father's Day?
Probably.
We might have to catch the second half?
Yeah. Or I don't know. We'll figure that out down the road. But I guess we should dive into the men's first. You want to go into the men's?
I wanted to ask you a question before we talk about it.
By all
along
means.
The lines of this pay-per-view, too.
By all
means.
I
know you said you like it, that it's far away.
Oh, totally.
But
I think it makes it feel like bigger.
So I like it as well. Like I told you a couple of days ago, I was like, I'm really looking forward to the pay-per-view because it feels like it's been a while.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like some of these fucking shows are just like throwaway shows, and I'm not getting enough. Like it's just like
a bunch
of random shit happening.
That I agree with, but it's okay to me because they still have good matches. Like we had fucking Daniel Bryan against Jeff Hardy, who I'm not even a big fan of. We had Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe.
I think I'm talking more about Raw, honestly.
Raw 2 weeks ago, what did we get? Seth and Finn again? Didn't they have another really
Probably.
Good... Like I feel like we're spoiled with like some of the matches. Like I think we become complacent. Not complacent. We become, I don't know, a bigger word for used to. Like we're used to seeing good shit all the time on Raw and SmackDown for the majority as far as match quality goes. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
There,
I just these past 2 weeks of Raw, I'm like I could have done without watching that. Like I could have watched that on YouTube highlights. Like I
didn't catch SmackDown this week for the first time in a while, and I honestly all I did was go back and catch the YouTube stuff, and I don't do that very often, so that might speak for something right there.
Yeah, and well, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I think because of this, like next week on Raw, I don't know if I will be tuning in live because I wasn't like extremely happy this week with the shows.
I'm different in the sense of Raw because that's just the show that I'm watching it every week unless I've got something more important in my life, obviously. Mm-hmm. outside of pro wrestling to do. But I think that back to the gaps between the pay-per-views, I definitely think it's better because I can tell you without a doubt if we had a pay-per-view, let's say this coming Sunday, and then we had a pay-per-view on the 17th, I wouldn't be as upset about potentially having to miss it because going to my dad's, you know what I mean? Whereas the fact that this is taken so much longer to get to is more of like, oh, shucks, I wanted to watch
I like that part of it, but I still sort of feel as if like they're almost like, oh, fuck, what do we do now? What do we do this week? What do we do now? Like I feel like they're not used to it now.
Oh, they're probably not because last year we had a pay-per-view two a month. It was fucking ridiculous, to be completely honest, and
some of those were not enjoyable at all, right? Like
no. But I'm okay. I look at Raw and SmackDown, whether I should or not, and I take them for what they are, and I don't know. I don't set the bar maybe as high as you do for the weekly television. Maybe.
See, you know what? I don't think that I set the bar high. I just think that, like, even, and you know this about me, like, I don't always watch the shows live.
Every show, so when you do watch a show live, you expect
I'm like,
it to be
okay,
pretty
here
good.
we go. Maybe I'll get something, and then I'm a little disappointed. That's why, personally, like, I like to keep in touch, but I love, I love watching the pay-per-views. I like just give me a bunch of good wrestling and the development of the final stages of whatever story they've been telling in previous weeks. Like, I can still keep in touch throughout.
No, there definitely is Raw and SmackDown episodes that are kind of lulls in the storytelling sometimes. Less so now. I don't want to get too off topic, but compared to what it was when I first got back into it in 2015, I remember at that time, probably because I wasn't as deep into the wrestling stuff as I am now, but I did not watch SmackDown, and I can tell you the only reason I didn't watch SmackDown is because nothing significant ever happened on that show.
Well, back
this
then,
was pre-brand split.
Yeah,
this was when they were both on both shows, and I was a storyline person, and
no.
I knew there was absolutely zero development of storyline happening on SmackDown at that time, so at least we get development now with the brand split being a thing.
And it wasn't live back then either, right?
SmackDown, no.
It was just a pre-tape thing.
It was a pre-tape thing. But yeah, I guess we go back into the Money in the Bank match. I'll list out all the contenders. Let's say we've got Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, Bobby Roode, Braun Strowman, The Miz, Rusev, Finn Balor, and we're still waiting to find out which member of the New Day is going to take that spot, whether it's Kofi Kingston, Big E, or Xavier Woods.
Who would you like to see of the New Day?
I don't think I have to think much about that question. I think it's Big E. Kofi, to me, has gotten...
He's had plenty of those moments.
Yeah. Xavier, not that he doesn't deserve it. I just don't know if it's his time.
Yeah.
And for me, I think it's Big E's time. Like, his promos that he's able to cut sometimes on SmackDown are amazing.
Yeah.
And, give him the opportunity. Fuck, give him the briefcase. Let New Day run around with that briefcase for fucking a year. I don't necessarily think he's going to win or want him to win, but he definitely could win, and I wouldn't be upset if he did.
Yeah.
What about you? If you had to pick a New Day member? Not to win, but to be in the match and maybe to win.
I'd go with Big E too.
Same thing?
Yeah.
I think that's what most people would pick. But do you have a person from the people that I listed there that you think is a winner? Well, here. Give me the person you think is going to win, and then who would you want to win? If to make you happy, who would have to win, and who do you think is actually going to come out to win it?
It's probably the same person.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Indulge.
I think The Miz.
Really?
I like The Miz for it. Like, I would like to see him win, and I feel like he might get it. The thought of like all the guys you named off, though, it's pretty cool. I like it because I'm excited about all of these guys having the opportunity to win the briefcase. Other than my boy Braun Strowman, honestly,
because it's not his time to win the briefcase.
He doesn't fucking need it.
No, it's weird. It's his time to win the belt, not win the briefcase.
But it's fucked up. I could see him winning sometimes they do these things and it's very predictable, or it's very they'll catch me off guard. But I feel like this I don't want this to happen at all, man, but like he could win the briefcase and he could just straight up come out and fucking call out Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar's going to show up, and that's how he will maybe get the belt. I don't know. Like he's not going to sneak up on Brock Lesnar. Like he's going to straight up challenge him to a match, similar to when John Cena won the briefcase. You know what I mean?
Not necessarily though.
I just don't see like,
Braun being the type to run in cash
I see him
in.
being like, hey, Brock, SummerSlam, here, boom, I want my match. But I don't want him to win the briefcase, so fuck all that.
Yeah, forget that.
I would like The Miz to win. Do I think he will, though? You know, I kind of do. But I could also see them shocking us and giving us a Bobby Roode or a Rusev or
something totally
like
left
that.
field. Yeah, I think for me, if I got to pick somebody that I want to win, I might agree with you and say Miz.
Yeah.
But that's only based on Daniel Bryan being champion in the next 6 months.
Ooh.
And Miz, do you know what I mean? Like, it has to all, the pieces all kind of have to fall into play for that scenario to go down.
Some crazy ideas. Gears going in my head.
I could also see Kevin Owens. I think Kevin Owens with the briefcase and the promos that he would cut with the briefcase would just be television gold.
Yeah, he's great.
Joe as well. I mean, any one of these guys, I think this is one of the better...
Yeah, that's what I mean.
On paper, ladder match, whether it's an Intercontinental WrestleMania ladder match or, you know what I mean, like these multi-man ladder matches, I think this is one of the best on paper I've seen in a long time. And don't get me wrong, like, I know we don't have like a Randy Orton or a John Cena or anybody in this match, but I feel like the times are changing, and those kind of guys are now the Finn Balor's in the matches, and the Kevin Owens and the Miz as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Strowman. I mean, they're all big names. Bobby Roode's the only one I would say that hasn't done enough on the main roster.
Yeah.
In comparison to the other guys in this match. Well, I know he was the United States champion for a little while, but who the fuck remembers
He's probably
that?
been there the least amount of time as well, like when I look at all those guys, right? Yeah.
Him or Joe. How long's Joe been on the main roster? Like all of last year, too?
A little longer than Bobby, right? I want to say.
Actually, yeah. No, he would, because Joe came up after...
Yeah, and
Joe came up before Nakamura, did he not?
Brock Lesnar.
And then Nakamura, and then Bobby, because those are the three past, not including McIntyre, NXT champions. Yeah. Or Cien almost.
Or Cien, yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I think the match is going to be good, obviously. I don't doubt for a second that the match will disappoint anybody. I'm curious, where do you think it's going to be on the card? Do you think they'll close the show or open the show? Because I'm hearing a lot of talk, not that I want to dive down too deep into this road, but I'm hearing a lot of talk about Ronda and Nia potentially closing the show.
Yeah, you know what? That thought crossed my mind the other day when I was watching
Just
Raw.
Because of Ronda?
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't have anything against women main eventing, but I just mean, like, I don't think you need to put it in the main event just because it's Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Put it in the main event when it deserves to be the main event.
I think...
Like Sasha and Charlotte in the Hell in a Cell.
Well, they should just put... And I don't want to get all fucking fanboy on you right now, but I like just put AJ and fucking Nakamura in the main event. Like, that's what it should be.
Oh, yeah. That's...
You know what I mean? Like, that to me is what I'm expecting. Honestly, I do think they will close the show this time. I do. AJ it's a WWE title.
They should fucking close the show, bro. You don't have to tell me.
No, it's the fucking title. Like, Brock's not around.
There, yeah. You know? Brock's not there.
Roman and Jinder, I get it, it's Roman and that's their guy, but the feud's not even...
No, if they do the Roman thing, I think it's almost a trolling aspect at this point because it's Chicago. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen either, and nowhere do I want it to happen.
AJ and Nakamura.
AJ and Nakamura. But yeah, the ladder match. Mid
show. I think the women are going to open up the show. I think the women's ladder match will open up the show.
Okay, cool.
Or maybe not, sorry. Just recently announced with Seth and
Elias. That could open the show, but I like your idea with the women opening the show, and maybe we'll slide right into the women, I was going to say. So I think both of us are kind of picking The Miz for who we would want. Maybe Kevin Owens and...
Quick, I don't want to dive too much into it before we jump over to the women's side of things. Do you think Rusev has a shot at all here? Do you think this could be maybe his... Could he get it?
I don't know how to answer this. I honestly don't think so. And it's not because I don't think he deserves it or anything or because I don't want him to have it or because I don't think he's capable of carrying Money in the Bank promo type deal. I just don't think that they want him with the briefcase. And I think the fact that me and you are huge wrestling fans and we've spent 10 minutes talking about this match and we haven't brought up Rusev yet, I don't know if it says something about us or if it says something about them, but for me personally, in the Pro Wrestling Look Back, I don't think that Rusev is in line for this. Unless Aiden gets involved somehow and they do something that way.
The only reason
Sorry. I was just going to say I could see him helping him similar to like Tyson Tomko and Christian in the first Money in the Bank.
The only reason I say, like, you know, like, they could go left field. I've seen them do it before. Like, when Damien Sandow won, no way in hell did I see that coming. Like, you couldn't have...
I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you remember any of the guys that were in that match?
Honestly, you're going to have to pull it up for me to tell you. The only one I remember
off the
top of my head was Cody... I want to say 2013. I want to say it was 2013. I remember Cody... But I feel like there was a couple of bigger name guys in there who, like, definitely could have won it. It was a SmackDown Money in the Bank match. Damien Sandow.
I'll try and find it.
Cody Rhodes. I want to say, like, the Shield was around at this time. I believe, like, Dean Ambrose might have been in this match as well, like, as the U.S. champion, potentially.
Yeah, I think it was 2013. See if I can pull up the list here. But what about it? Was it just more the fact that was such out of left field? Because I don't think Rusev is anywhere near as left field as Damien Sandow. I don't know Damien Sandow...
We would probably be pretty shocked if Rusev won.
We would, but at the same time, we would be like, oh, they're finally giving him something after all
Well,
this
is no guarantee, as we've learned now. Like, you know, like...
No, but I mean, even giving him the briefcase, like, I feel like if he won, at least a lot of the people would be saying, like... Finally, they're giving him something after all the Rusev Day. Like, I wasn't watching in 2013, but, like, were people chomping at the bit for Damien Sandow to get a push before he won the belt? Or won the briefcase, sorry?
I don't know. Like, I can't... I'm sorry, my memory... I'm not able to, like, jump back into that right now. I know him and Cody were in, like, a tag team. I just remember being very surprised by him winning it. And, dude, even when...
I got the list
going
here.
back... Okay, yeah, so...
So Damien Sandow defeated Cesaro, Cody Rhodes, Dean Ambrose, Fandango, Swagger, and Wade Barrett.
There you go.
Holy crap.
There you go. Okay, wait. No, I know you're laughing, but hold on.
That's not a good Money in the Bank match.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, okay, but look.
Not in my personal opinion.
Okay, but look. Who are some guys there? Honestly speaking, like, come on.
Cesaro, Cody, Dean. I don't know about Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger was a former world champion at the time.
Or Fandango. Right? I guess he was getting pushed.
Fandango was had momentum at this time. Wade Barrett was considered a main event level guy. Like, he had fought John Cena, Randy Orton, CM Punk. Like, he was in the main event picture. And Cesaro was the kind of guy, like, I thought maybe, you know, future big player. Maybe he'll win it.
Well,
even Cody wrote, like, Damien Sandow was probably, other than Fandango, might have been like
the least.
I was not expecting that.
No, I agree. I just wasn't watching, so I don't know how Damien Sandow was portrayed in 2013 on TV.
I'll give you another one.
Before you do, I just want to say this because I know this type of shit matters to WWE. That match was 16 minutes and 24 seconds, and that was the World Heavyweight Contender SmackDown.
Yes, correct.
Right?
Yes,
like that was the contender for the world. Like, you won a briefcase to challenge the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yes.
Main event was Randy Orton, Christian, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Rob Van Dam, and Sheamus. 26 minutes, and sorry, but those names jump way out more on the.
Yeah, they're all main event guys.
Yeah, but I just wanted to get that in, just because I think giving them 10 extra minutes matters.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nothing.
Well, no. The whole point of me saying it was just like it was very left field.
A shocker,
dude. When Dolph Ziggler won, it was fucking left field. Like, they have done it.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, if Bobby Roode wins this thing, like,
or Rusev,
yeah, like, I have no idea.
Hey, I won't be disappointed, like I said, because I think every guy in this match could win and deserves to win, frankly.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll move on to the women.
Yep. Yeah. Totally.
I'll get you up a list. Kind of everybody. I think we're decided now, right? As of now.
Yep. We got all of them in.
Final member was Sasha on Raw, so I'll give you a list. Yeah. So we have Lana, Natalya, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte, Ember Moon, Becky Lynch, Naomi. And Sasha Banks. So anybody in there right away that you're missing?
Like, that I would like to see in there?
Yeah.
Well,
like
I wanted Ruby Riott in there. I did.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Bayley in there, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, let's take Lana out.
Yeah, that one, when you said that to me, I was like, oh.
Maybe Naomi?
Yeah.
I feel like she's gotten a lot in the last year.
Yeah.
She won the belt at Mania 33, and She won the fucking... Didn't she win something big recently?
The women's battle royale.
Yeah. I don't know why I kept getting...
Used to be the Moolah.
Yeah.
Right? That's why you forgot it.
No, you know what it was? I kept thinking that she won something in Saudi Arabia, but she certainly didn't win anything in Saudi Arabia because God knows there was no women allowed on that show.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
They're changing. The 2020 plan, Donovan. The 2020
Yeah, man.
plan.
We might get them fully...
Or 2025?
Covered up and...
Anyway. I guess I'll ask you the same question. Who do you want to win? Who do you think's going to win?
You know this one.
Well, I know you want Charlotte.
Totally.
Who do you think's winning?
I want to say they're going to go... I think this one will be more of a shocker.
In the sense that...
who's getting it?
Do you think this match has to do with the winner? Like, if Rusev wins, is there no way Lana's winning, or is there no way Lana's winning anyway? Or is there...
No, Lana could win.
Do the implications of the women's match matter to this match?
I would be fucking very surprised if we get Lana and Rusev, both...
So would I, but that would be something.
It'd be cool. It'd be different.
I just don't know if the company, looking at it from a company standpoint, if they have that much trust in the two of them.
Yeah, I would want Charlotte to win. I think Natalia's going to win, though.
Yeah?
Maybe. Just
because I don't know.
Ronda,
I feel like last
because
year...
of Ronda and everything.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I'm saying that.
That's what everybody keeps saying. It's
only
not
reason.
that I think it's a bad idea. I just think, again, Natalya had her little... push last year. Did she not fight for the belt at SummerSlam last year? Like, she was in the women's title?
Yes, she did. I believe that's where she won it.
So, yeah. So it's not that I don't think she deserves it. I think they're trying to spread the love around, and it's almost time for somebody like an Ember Moon.
No, I don't want to see. I don't want her to win
Becky
right
Lynch.
now. I would fucking love for Becky.
Give
I was
Becky
gonna get to that
something,
next.
man.
I was gonna get to that next, but I've kind of lost
Given
hope.
up.
We're
not giving up on you, Becky. Not
no.
that you're listening, but we just wish that they did and gave you more. To be honest, gave you a little bit of that Roman Reigns love.
I think she's the, Rusev almost of this match in a sense. Or I want to say maybe in the Finn Balor, because if Finn Balor won the men's Money in the Bank, people would be like, yes, finally, they're giving him. He's got a chance to get back at the title.
I agree.
I think if Becky Lynch won, same thing will be said by fans. Like, yes, finally.
Yep.
You know.
No, I don't disagree, and I'm a big Alexa Bliss fan, but I really don't think she has any shot in hell.
Really?
I don't know. I don't think that they personally, how much of a fan I am of Alexa Bliss, but I don't think she should have been in this match. I think you could have put a Ruby Riott, you could have put a Bayley in there. Like, Alexa Bliss had a nice story last year. She had a nice run with the belt. She had a good match with Nia Jax at Mania, the feud with Nia after Mania. I don't know. Sometimes I look at it from the sense that I know I shouldn't, but everybody's getting their piece.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, I totally get what you're saying. What do you think? Who do you got for this one?
Well, I guess we'll keep it the same as what we have been doing. I would say if I had to pick somebody that I want to win, I'm going to go with Becky too.
Yeah.
Because she deserves it. I wouldn't mind Sasha, but if she wins the fucking belt, she better defend it. Because I'm tired of people saying that shit every time.
What? That she can't.
Well, she's
never successfully.
She's a 4-time women's champion, and she's never successfully defended the title.
But I like that if she goes heel. I think there's a story to be told in that.
Well, that's different, of course. If she goes heel, for sure, which we don't know what the fuck she's doing. Bayley might come out and screw her.
Who knows?
But as far as people who I think are going to win, obviously Charlotte's high on the list. Charlotte could fucking cash in on Asuka the same night, for all I know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And Ember Moon, honestly, too, because I know that the company's in love with since she's been in NXT to now, they've always given her...
Treated her well,
yeah. Like, she's never really been in the doghouse or been even like Becky Lynch in the sense that they're just, kind of floundering. She's always been doing something.
Yeah.
So, and she's treated like a big deal.
Yes, that is true. I just feel like it might be too... I'll be surprised if she wins. I would be. I'd be like, wow, they really are putting the thing behind her.
The rocket
machine,
strap,
putting the machine behind
Christian
her.
and Edge would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that match will be good too. Placement, I think you're right when you said it earlier. I think that'll probably open the show. Anything else you wanted to say about those two matches?
No, I like the fact that I can't really, other than like
pick a winner.
Yeah.
Same here. I don't think I took it in until now, looking at it on paper, but the men's match, as well as the women's, but the men's match is stacked, man. This is a very stacked, as well as the one I read from 2013 with Randy Orton, the main event on there. That one seemed like it was a pretty stacked Money in the Bank too, but this one seems bigger than prior Money in the Banks and like I said earlier in the show, other multi-man ladder matches we've seen, and I'm pretty fucking hyped up for this pay-per-view. Like I said a few times, it has something to do with the fact that it's been so long. And I don't know. I know we mentioned Raw and SmackDown might not have been the best as of late, but they got to do what they got to do.
SmackDown not so much though. I've kind of enjoyed that.
SmackDown, maybe the shorter show has something to do with it.
Yeah,
2 hours. Speaking, we've never talked about it on the PW Look Back because we don't really get into this kind of stuff much, but the whole SmackDown TV deal. Kind of a big deal for them getting the whatever $1 billion deal they got.
Yeah, I heard a little bit about this. You want to fill me in a little more?
I don't know how much we want to dive into it, but it's more or less Fox SmackDown as of 2019. I think it's September 2019. SmackDown will be on the Fox network.
Oh, really?
So it's going to be the first time in a while that Raw and SmackDown are on different networks.
Nice.
As far as USA and Fox, it's all the same up here for us in Canada on the Score and Sportsnet 360 and stuff. But so that's a big deal for them. They got a lot of money for that, like billions. I'm not sure the extent of the actual deal. It's not kind of our
area of expertise.
Exactly, but I figured we should bring it up because it's a big deal for WWE, and I know they're going to be switching to Friday nights, and they are going to be sticking with live.
Really?
Yeah, but it's going to be on Friday nights.
That's interesting to me.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think obviously it's something that Fox wants, but
what do you think? Do you think this will help or hurt the ratings?
I don't know. It's twofold in the sense that it will help because it's a little less fatigue.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch a 2-hour show right after watching a 3-hour show the night before. Mm-hmm. But is Friday a good night for TV?
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's what I'm wondering.
I mean, what are ratings like on a Friday night? I don't know that much stuff about ratings on a Friday night. So
that's interesting. I had no idea about the Friday night thing. That's pretty cool though. I'm
good for them. Good for WWE and lots of money coming in. Hopefully we'll get some pyro in the future.
Yeah.
Maybe.
One could only hope, right?
One could only hope. But I think it's been pretty good episode round 2 of the roundtable.
Yeah. Do you want to quickly touch on the women's titles?
We can if you want. I figure, I don't know.
We've covered a lot.
Yeah, I feel like we've covered probably enough for this episode.
We'll save it.
Stay tuned. Thanks for checking us out at the PW Look Back. We appreciate if you've listened into the episode this far, and we hope you enjoyed these roundtable discussions. We're going to keep going forward with them as well, and like I've mentioned on the other shows, we'll keep our look backs, the Intercontinental title show, the different hype shows, the react shows. The hype and react shows might kind of get more turned into and pushed into the roundtable shows, I would say.
Yeah.
Unless we do focus on maybe a SummerSlam react or a Royal Rumble or a Mania. I don't know if we're going to be doing hype and react shows for Extreme Rules and Money in the Bank and that kind of stuff. We'll probably just tie it into these roundtable discussions. But they're definitely fun, and it's cool that we can, get different guests on and sometimes just have us. And, yeah, it's good stuff. Definitely check us out, guys. As I've said probably, 3 times on the show already, at PW Lookback. Instagram, Twitter, same on both of those. The email is prowrestlinglookback@gmail.com. All the videos, all the shows are on our website as well as prowrestlinglookback.wordpress.com. Check us out on all that stuff. I myself, Nick, I'm on Twitter at Salsa, SCELSA. I'm on Instagram as well. I don't normally say it, but check me out on there as well if you want.
I am also on Twitter at New School Money, NEWSKOOLMONEY. And I am trying to be more active these days on the Twitter.
I'm trying. Let us know if you guys want that solo review, because that's definitely something me and Dawn would be interested in doing. But
for sure.
I don't know if we should put it out with the PW Look Back or kind of start something separate. But let us know in the comments below if you enjoyed the show. And thanks again for listening so long into the PW Look Back. I'm Nick.
Donovan telling you to stay classy.